Hi, I'm Miss Van Loan, and in this video, we're going to complete Module 2, Lesson 5, Independent Practice. Remember, I recommend using your math notebook and using your paper the normal way, which is called portrait. Please use a pencil, either number 2 or mechanical, and have an eraser handy. For the purposes of this video, I will be using a blank sheet of white paper, and it will be in the landscape orientation. That is because it works better for the video camera. I'm also going to be using pen because it shows up better on camera. All right, let's get started. Module 2, Lesson 5, Independent Practice. Put your name. Number 1. Seth bought a t-shirt that costs $21. If the tax rate was 8%, what was the total cost of the t-shirt? So t-shirt, $21, tax, 8%. So we need to find 8% of the cost of the item and then add that to get the total. Okay, so a percent is per 100. So 8% equals 8 per 100, right? P-E-R-C-E-N-T, per 100. Cent is 100. Remember that 1 cent is a penny and there's 100 pennies in a dollar. So this 8/100ths is also 0.08. Remember, this is the tenths place and the hundredths place. 8/100ths is 0.08. So the easiest way to do this is to use the decimal form of the percent and multiply it by the cost of the item. So let's do that right here. 2100 times 0.08, 8 times 0, 8 times 0, 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and then everything else is zeros. So we would just be like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right, for these zeros. So let's count up the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 8, 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1.68. We can leave off those other zeros. So the tax is going to be 1.68. In other words, $1.68. So now we'll add 21 plus 168 to get our total cost. $21 plus 1.68, 6 decimal 2, 2. 2268 is our total. All right, number 2. During their first home game, the Eagles soccer team drew a total of 176 fans. By the second game, this number grew to 202 fans. What was the percent increase in attendance between the first 2 home games of the season? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. First game had 176 fans. Second game, 202 fans. Percent increase in attendance between the first 2 home games. So what was percent increase? So the percent of increase, the percent of how many more? Percent of how many more? So we're going to find out how many more people came and then determine that as a percent. So we'll find out how many came by saying 202 minus 176. That will tell us how many more people came to the second game. So I know that 175 plus 25 is 200. So I think it's 26. But let's double check my mental math here. 202 minus 176. I'm going to need to borrow. That'll be 19. This is 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. 19 minus 17, or 9 minus 7 is 2. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So 26. So 26 more people. So now we need to make that a percent. And it's a percent increase from the first game. How many more? What was the percent over the first game? So we're going to do 26 over or divided by 176. You could also write this as 26 divided by 176. Please just use a calculator for this part of the calculations. I have activated the calculator function on the tests for this lesson, Module 2, Lesson 5, and for the Module 2 exam. There's no reason to do this by hand here. So take the amount increased divided by the original amount. So that's 26 divided by 176. You'll get 0.14772. Multiply that by 100% to get 14.772%, and then round that to the nearest tenth, and you'll get 14.8%. The percent increase for how many more people came is 14.8%. Number 3. Calculate the sale price on a pair of blue jeans if the original price is $45.50 and the markdown is 15%. Original price is $45.50 and the discount is 15%. This is an excellent skill to have. A lot of stores nowadays will actually tell you the sale price up front on the tag, but it's a lot more work for the store to have to go put new tags on everything. And it's a lot easier for them to just put a sign next to the shelf that says everything here is marked down a particular percent, or these items, some certain items are marked down. So you need to be able to do that calculation in order to figure out about how much you're going to be saving. So what I like to do to get an estimate in my head, if it's 10% off, it's going to be really easy because you just move the decimal once and say, so 10% off of $45.50 would be $4.55 off the price. So it'll bring it down to just over $40. But 15, a 5 is another half of that. So if 10% is going to be $4.55 off the price, 5% is going to be half of that. So 227.5. And that 5 is just going to kind of disappear. So it'll be a total of 15% discount will be 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got to do the 7, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $6.82 off of the price. So it'll be about $38 around there. And you can kind of do this in your head, especially if you rounded this to just $4.50 and that to $2 or $2.25. And then you could take that off of the sale price in your head. Let's do it for real though, so that we know the exact answer and we can give an exact answer. So $45.50 times, and we're gonna do the 15%, which when we're doing percent, we're going to move the decimal twice to get a decimal, 0.15, 0.15. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 5 is 25, 26, 27. 5 times 4 is 20, 21, 22. Okay, put the 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 4 is 4. Do you see what's happening here? Look, 455 and 227, 5. 227, 5. Kinda neat. All right, so let's add these up. 0, 5, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 5, 6. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 682. The store may or may not round that up or down. Technically it's a 5. We should round it up to $6.83 is the amount that is being discounted. That's the amount we're taking off. So now we still need to do more math. We need to find out what the new price is going to be. So 45.50 minus 6.83. We're going to have to borrow. 10 minus 3 is 7. We'll need to borrow again. 14 minus 8 is 6. And then we need to borrow again. 14 minus 6 is 8. And then 3 minus 0 is 3. So the new price is $38.67. And when I did my estimation in my head and kind of showed you what I was doing in my head, I was right there at $38 to $39. So let's just circle that one or box that one. All right, number 4. Calculate the final cost of a television if the price is $1,700 and the tax is 3%. Tax is 3%, where is that? I need to move there. Okay, TV price is $1,700. Tax is 3%. And we need the total cost. Okay, so let's find 3% of 1,700 and then add it together. So 1,700 times, remember that 3%, we calculate that by moving the decimal twice. So we actually need a 0 there, 0.03. So 0.03. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3. 4, 5. And we don't need to do anything with these zeros, so we just need to calculate 2 decimal places. 1, 2 decimal places. So the tax is only $51. So let's add that. $1,700 plus $51 will be $1,751. Number 5. Last summer, the cost of a bushel of corn rose from $3.16 to $3.70. What was the percent of increase in cost? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth if necessary. Okay, so original price was $3.16. New price is $3.70. So percent increase equals, and we'll figure that out. And we need to round to the nearest hundredth. I'm just gonna put that here, hundredth. So I don't forget. Okay, so second price minus first price. So 370 minus 316. And we'll borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. 6 minus 1 is 5. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So it went up by 54 cents. So now we're going to do 54 cents divided by the original. All right, guys, again, as satisfying as it might be to watch all this long division, just use a calculator, okay? You're going to take the amount that was increased, 54 cents, divided by the original amount, 3.16, and then convert that to a percent. %17.09%. Number 6. Ling bought 3 DVDs for $15.95 each and a DVD player for $64.99. After sales tax, her total came to $119.89. What is the sales tax rate? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So 3 DVDs, $15.95 each. 1 DVD player, $64.99. Let's see, and then we had tax at some unknown percent. Let's just say X. And then we'll get some amount of dollars based on that. And then the total cost equaled $119.89. So we're going to take the total cost and we're going to subtract these, and then we're going to find out what's left over, and that will be the amount of tax we paid. And then we take the amount of tax we paid and divide it by the subtotal. So the subtotal is what the items cost before you put on the tax, okay? So that's going to be our process. So let's first figure out how many 3 DVDs comes to. So we'll do $15.95 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 is 28. 3 times 5 is 15, 16, 17. And 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So the 3 DVDs came to a total of $47.85. All right, so $47.85 plus $64.99. $47.85 plus $64.99. 9 and 5 is 14. 9 and 8 is 17, plus 1 is 18. Put a decimal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So the subtotal, again, a subtotal is the amount before tax, was $112.84. So now we can take the total cost minus the subtotal and get the tax, at least the tax in dollar amount. 9 minus 4 is 5, 8 minus 8 is 0. We'll put the decimal. 9 minus 2 is 7. So the tax in dollars is 7.05, or $7.05. Okay. That's just the tax in dollars. the question asked what was the sales tax rate. So we need to find the percent. Okay, so we're going to take the amount of tax and divide it by the subtotal. So 7.05 divided by 112.84. And once again, recommending you use a calculator for this long division or for the other multiplication and addition parts. We're taking the tax amount and dividing it by the subtotal, aka original amount, to get the percent increase. So we get 6.247%, and then we need to round to the hundredth. So the 7 is going to make the 4 round up to 6.25% tax. Okay, let's do number 7. 4 friends ate dinner at a restaurant. The bill was $51.89. They also left a $9 tip. Approximately what percent of the total bill did they leave as a tip? So bill, $51.89, tip, $9. Okay, approximately what percent of the total bill did they leave as a tip? So we're going to take the tip amount of $9 and divide that by the bill amount of $51.89. So 0.1734. $9 divided by $51.89 is 0.1734. 9 divided by 51.89 equals 0.1734. So now we need to take that and multiply that by 100%, by 100%, which will move the decimal twice. The 4 is going to make the 3 stay the same. So we'll get 17.3%. Let's do number 8. The value of a painting increased from 1,540 to 2,570 over a period of 13 years. What was the percent increase in the value of the painting during this time period? Round your answer to the nearest tenth of a percent if necessary. So we're doing percent increase. So original is $1,540. The new price is $2,570. The period of 13 years doesn't matter. We're just looking for the percent increase. So percent increase equals, and then round to the nearest tenth if necessary. And that's what we did here, is we rounded to the nearest tenth. So we'll take new price minus original price. Okay, that's a difference of $1,030. So the amount increase is $1,030. And we will take the amount of increase divided by the original price to give us the percent increase. So 1,030 divided by 1,540. So, we have 1,030 divided by 1,540 is about 0.669, because that rounds up. And now I'm going to take that and multiply by 100% to get 66.9%. That is my percent increase. Okay, let's look at number 9. Sally purchased a new video card from a computer store. After tax, the total came to $185.47. If the sales tax rate is 5.5%, what was the price of the video card before tax? So we have an item, the video card, and it is an unknown amount. Tax, we know, is 5.5%, and the total cost is $185.47. When we're working backwards and we have the total cost and we know the tax and we want to find the item, we're actually going to divide by the tax plus 1, the tax percent plus 1. So let's convert this. Okay, so we're going to convert it to a decimal. So we move the decimal twice, and it would be 0.055. So to work backwards, we're now going to take the total cost and divide it by the tax rate as a decimal plus 1. So let me show you what that is. 185.47 divided by 1 plus 0.055. In other words, 185.47 divided by 1.055. So the item cost is that right there. It equals 175.80, and that is our item amount, $175.80. Number 10. Thomas made 16 mistakes on his first typing exam, but only made 12 mistakes on his next exam. What is the percent decrease in mistakes from the first exam to the second? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. So original is 16. New is 12. We are looking for the percent decrease So if the original was 16 and the new is 12, that means our amount of decrease is 4. So we're going to take 4, divide it by the original, 4 divided by 16, and that will give us a number. We'll multiply that by 100% to give us our answer. Okay? So 4 divided by 16, we need a decimal. So 16 into 40. Let's see, 16 times 2 is 32, so that gets us close. 2 times 16 is 32, and we have a remainder of 8. Have a 0, bring it down, 80. Well, 32 times 2 would be 64, and another 16 would be 80. So that's 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 5 times 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 80. So 5. 5 times 16 is 80, and we have a remainder of 0. So we have our first, really nice number here. out of this whole homework. So 4 divided by 16 is 0.25 times 100% is 25%. So the percent decrease is 25%. So what are some of the things that you should know after completing this assignment? Percent increase, percent decrease, total, subtotal, and tax calculations, how to get those. Also, sales price. So if you're looking for what do I need to know from this lesson, what do I need to study, it's these kinds of things. All right, I hope you have a great day. Thank you.